I know that. But I also want to emphasize that what I learned on my first tour is the power of one person. My first concert, I had one person at my concert. It's just me and another person. And if you weren't there, it would just be me rehearsing for myself. So like, it's kind of a concert, but kind of like not. So I had this big circle of chairs ready, and one person came. So I started playing my Dream Walk concert for that person. And I'm so glad that that happened, because from then I've had up to, I've had hundreds of people at concerts, but it's always the power of one person. If you feel inspired to go do something and commit to something because of my influence, that's it. It's only one person. So I'm saying that because I've seen myself in bigger and larger audiences in the future, and it will always come down to one. It'll come down to you every time. Mm-hmm. So I'll say people have the opportunity to give me whatever they'd like to. If it comes to money, because money is a very easy way of showing a gift, people can give a one-time donation or gift on my website, which is themillionkisses.org. And the Million Kisses is all about changing the energy around money so it's effortlessly given and received like a kiss. Mm-hmm. So that's what that's for. So themillionkisses.org. And then also people can be a patron and they can get my new music, and I give all of it for free. But if people want to give a gift, then they have the opportunity from $1 to, one time I had a person give $1,000, which was amazing. Sometimes people are giving just $5 a month, so that they get to explore that relationship with me on a regular basis. So it's not just this one-time donation or gift saying she's really great and inspirational, but I can continue to have that sustainable relationship on a monthly basis. And I'm giving gifts to this person, this person, this person, and this person chooses to give in return. So $5, $10, whatever people want to give. So either a one-time gift or a monthly sustainable relationship.
Well, and that's like going to your music and being like, this made me feel so positive. $5 is so well worth this, feeling that I got from her, and that helps her give it to someone else and someone else and someone else.
Yeah, and so one of the best things about my patrons is that they do believe in me. Behind the scenes, they get to invest in me. That I am a gift to them. They are a gift to me, so that I can give free concerts along the United States route that I'm going on. So I don't actually ever have to rely on the people in the audience. They can give as well, but these patrons are instrumental. Mm-hmm. My desire right now is to receive $4,000 in patronage, because I am so interested in some of these bigger projects that I want to do. And so I do know that I will receive patronage in that bigger arena, so that I can do these exciting things, connecting with other musicians, other festivals. There's a whole other, I have a lot of ideas.
Well, it's important to the world and to people right now, and to little girls growing up, that there are more people like you out there, that they can have a positive influence. Like, would I rather have my daughter being like, oh, look at Emily Potter, she's so kind and happy and just free-flowing, and she loves herself and loves other people. I want to be like Emily Potter. Or do I want to be like some, Instagram person, or someone that they're not offering positive things to the world. People are looking for people to look up to, and the choices that I see out in the media right now, I would feel really scared, nervous about my daughter choosing from one of those people. I want people like you to be more out there, more. I want you to go see as many people as you can to spread your influence. I really think that is important.
Thank you. Yep, that's the mentality of the patronage. From the very beginning of time, there's been the patron-artist relationship. So I'm receiving that for sure.
And I have a gift for you.
Oh.
It's just something small, but it's a little jar full of tiger eye.
Oh my gosh.
And I feel that maybe, I don't know, if you felt inspired at a beach to like sprinkle some, or you wanted to put some in a little bit in each bag or something like that. I grabbed it from the store. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I just felt inspired that I needed to grab it. And then I was like, this is for Emily. And I was like, oh, I better put it in my camera stuff because it's for Emily.
I have a little ceremonial pouch that I do ceremony around the whole world, and I will keep this in my pouch with me. In fact, it's interesting that just this morning, I was thinking about tiger eye.
Really?
Yes, I was. Just about an hour on the drive here. I was thinking about Tiger Eye.
That's so funny. I felt like that might happen. I feel like Tiger Eye is significant to her for some reason.
And then a friend of mine mentioned it last night.
How funny.
And I haven't heard anyone talk about Tiger Eye in months and months and months. So it's very much part of my pouch
and
now.
I don't even know much about Tiger Eye.
I don't either.
But I saw it and I said, I have to get that. And then like right away afterwards, I was like, oh, it's for Emily.
Thank you. Thank you. It's perfect.
I really like that they're little pieces so you can just spread it wherever.
I like that too.
But I'm just super excited about the fact that you're in the world and you're trying and you're spreading your light. And when you were talking about being an empress, that's what I was feeling. I was like, yeah, because your light is so bright, but you got to think of things on like a, past our perception of our eyes, but like energetically, the light that you're shining onto things as you walk, like that would make people like plants and stuff almost bow to you. Like they're just feeling like your queenliness
and it's because I'm bowing to them in return. That's for me one of the biggest empress lessons I've learned is I bow to you, you bow to me. It's the Namaste.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And to really own that there's a false humility that we've seen of someone who can't take a compliment or self-deprecation. I'm not interested at all in that. I don't feel like the ascended masters of the world have done that. They're humble, but it's in a way of, I bow before you, you bow before me, and I receive when you bow. And instead of, oh, no, get up. No, I receive it because I'm on a mastery path. I'm not there yet, but I know where I'm going. And I honor your path, whatever it is. I choose to witness whatever you choose to do on your path because within the human spirit is that pull for evolution. And most of us are doing that. And so compassion along the way. And I bow to the trees, so they're bowing to me. It's just that's a true empowered person, I believe, that we get to walk that way together.
Well, and I believe that the trees and plants and animals are still in that vibration. Like, as humans, we've kind of stepped away from that a little bit, but trees, like, you hug a tree, it could sway into you. Like, they do have that energetic feel that they do recognize us.
Yeah, it's very real. It's very real. I'm glad you know that. There's a lot about you that I know. That's you're very connected.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. I'm trying, because of how we were saying before, like, you follow your dream, everything works out. It didn't for me. It stopped because I was supposed to have some kids, and they're still little, but they're gonna come with me, and now I'm gonna do it in a different way.
Yeah.
So I just kept following my dream, and you were the first person that I was like, okay, universe, I'm making these videos. I'm not really having topics or anything yet. Just kind of turning on the camera and making videos. Wow. And I was like, and this is overwhelming, like, contact Emily Potter. Wow. Like, because I met you when I was going through my shaman training, and you had...
Oh, yeah, that's how it was.
Yeah,
okay.
And you came to do the... introduce us to our spirit guides and do a spirit guide meditation.
Oh, yeah.
And then a few times through, like, that same circle of people, I think, and then... like when my shaman passed, our shaman passed.
Yeah.
And then running into your rainbow and stuff. So I just have these little snippets of memory of just seeing you and not knowing your I can't say like knowing your personality, but feeling like just who you were.
Yeah.
I always just felt like, oh, that's Emily.
Oh, for sure. I
and
feel the same.
I was like, okay, that's a perfect person to start with, because then you were going to do this, and you were going to be in Salt Lake just for a few days.
Oh, it's so perfect.
Yeah.
And it serves me so much to tell my story. It gives me inspiration to continue on, that people really want to hear it, and there's nothing better for me. So it's
special.
Perfect.
Your experiences are special because a lot of people do that, and the way that you handle it and the way that you look at it and go about it and keep going, like, you can help so many people just from telling your stories, much less your music, which I'm assuming is partly a story that you're telling with your song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm committed to telling the truth. That I don't have any interest in anything but the truth, and so I'm ready to call myself on my stuff if I find myself hiding. in anything that's inauthentic. And that's where my joy is. That's where a lot of joy is.
Me too, and that's what's great about these videos is that I'm just gonna post it like this.
Oh, awesome.
I don't even watch them sometimes because I'm like I don't want my ego to be like, oh, but that like blah, 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 you know.
Oh yeah, I'll for sure have that watching it, by the way,
Yeah.
because that's real.
Yeah.
That's real. That I'd be looking like, how was my hair? Did my mascara
Yeah.
run? You know, because I had a little bit of that going on. But at one point I was like, whatever your style of documenting is really great. That I'm like, then I will have mascara down my face.
And it's not.
That's who we are today.
You look beautiful, by the way.
Oh,
but that's what people see, though. They see the authenticity, and they don't think like, oh, well, that was, you know, they practiced that, or they cut that part out, or she said more than that, and they changed it. But just being like, this is exactly what it was like to sit down with Emily. And put
Do you
on
want to
camera.
be in it at all so they know who you are?
No, I'm
No?
okay.
Okay,
I
so-
have myself in so many
Okay.
videos.
Okay. Well, it's
And
all about me then.
It is all about you. That's what I wanted to do here, was just to be like, to shine a light on Emily Potter and what's going on with you.
Thank you so much. You're giving me a lot of boost for this tour. I can't do this alone. I still have insecurities. I don't even have a lot of the tour planned yet, because I get to go as I go and meet people. And so people who are watching this, anyone who knows lightworkers, world changers, healers in the southern states, I'll have my list of states that I'm going through. I'm interested in connecting with those people. I don't have it all figured out. I'm my own public relations person. I'm my own, tour manager. I'm the artist. I'm all of it right now, and I'm so interested in connecting with people who want to be part of this with me in any capacity, even to follow my journey and give me support along the way. Being a patron, giving me the name of a venue in Austin, anything. I'm very interested in connecting.
Or a person that they know that has a spare room at their house.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's just a really chill person.
So my sister and I are traveling together, and we are very, very flexible. We're interested in connecting with people who believe in what we're doing, and so I feel like this film is a gift for sure.
Well, and it's just so easy. I mean, it's not as common, so people think it might be a little bit more difficult, but to open your house to someone that's really, I mean, you're not threatening at all. Like, your energy is just, I don't think that you're gonna serial kill me. You're just so positive, but like, just to be like, hey, I all I have is a couch, or
Yeah.
this spare bed.
Well, we're bringing a sleeping bag, and get to be really flexible. Yeah,
Well, and it's so easy for them to do that. It's not a big, hard thing for someone to do. Be like, hey, I live on the southern coast here. Would you mind coming here and doing a concert in the backyard?
right.
And you could stay on my couch.
Exactly.
Like, that's like almost nothing to give to someone, but for you, that's like, okay, great. Then we're going to this town.
And I go into someone's home with a bow, and energetic. I don't bow.
Yeah.
So sometimes I do, but with this feeling of, I'm here to serve this home. And so sometimes it's dishes, sometimes it's babysitting, sometimes it's yard work. I've cleaned out garages, I've done gardening, I've done mowing lawns. I mean, it's what I get to give. So it's good for any host to know that. I come in not because I have to prove my worth. It's different. We talked about that, but it's to be of service, because this is my joy. I'm living my passion. So
you're not a taker. You're an exchanger. You're coming with that mindset. Hey, let's exchange something.
And so that's the one sentence I'll say about the difference between a gift economy and being a mooch. I'm not coming in and saying like, oh, I'm so worthy of all this. Like, it's very much, how can I be of service to you? And that's why it's working. That's why this is working. It's a true universal law that I'm connecting to and leaning into all the time. All the time.
Well, I feel like the difference is a mooch is trying to get as much as they can, and it goes past the point of the other person's comfortability.
Oh, yes.
So, but you are saying, hey, I'm aware of what, like, even if they were too scared to say something, you'd probably pick up on that and be like, you know what, how about I go a day or two early or something?
And I know that you're checking, so do you want to check?
No, we're fine for a
okay.
couple more
Well, then I want
minutes.
to tell you that sometimes it hasn't worked. this is the great thing about experiment. There was one time particular that I took more than they were willing to give. They offered, this is your home. They offered things. And so I stepped into it and I was wrong. I learned, and I got to make it up to them, and I did the best I could, but the relationship got strained. And this is why money actually works quite a bit, because I stayed with them for a long time, because it was someone that I knew very well. And money makes sense to people. It's all equated like this. Like, you stay for this many weeks, then it's paid this much. Like, it works then, because there's an exchange that we all know and can solidify. But with me, how many times do I take out the trash, babysit, and make dinner and do the dishes that it's all even?
Yeah.
Like,
it's hard.
It's all
it's hard
squirrely,
to know.
you know?
Yeah.
So I deep cleaned her house twice. I babysat. I did, this and that and the other. But for her, it wasn't enough. And this is where it's all an experiment. Well, gosh, like, there's no rules. I don't know what I'm doing. It didn't work for this one. And so it doesn't always work out the way I think, but that's okay with me, because I'm learning as I go. And it's sometimes worth the experiment. And just for people to hear the story, I have made it up to her. And I've very much, we've mended the relationship, which is really important, but it hasn't always worked the way that it looks like it can be ideally.
Mm-hmm. It might be good to go through everything that you have to offer and put what is the common price for that. So this is what someone charges per hour per child. You have 3 children. I live this how many hours, just so that you can have it written down. You don't even have to share it with them unless they want to see it and be like, okay, I understand that you are giving me something, and I want to show you what I've given you.
That's a good idea.
So yeah, and like, this is what someone would charge to do dishes. This is what I would charge to do that dishes this many times or whatever. And so then you can kind of have also that I am giving something back, and this is what it would look like in a monetary way.
Yeah, because that's the language we all speak.
Yeah,
is the monetary.
Because I have that problem too. Like, is this what I'm giving them worth what they're giving me? And be like, that's another thing too that is, you're gonna have to learn doing this stuff. And I'm sure you've learned lots of the communication, keeping the communicative lines open.
Essential.
Yeah,
I'm a big believer in communication. I want to hear it all. I say this a lot, but I don't have the luxury in my career choice and my lifestyle choice to have anything less than honest communication. I want to know if I'm overstaying my welcome. I want to know, like, I don't have the desire or interest in anything that's fake, of like, I don't want to hurt her feelings. I usually have a really good gauge on things as well, but no, you are so spot on. Communication is key.
Mm-hmm. Well, and nonverbal as well, and that's like you picking up on the cues, being like, you're telling me to do this, but I feel like you're not quite that comfortable with it, so
it's all being part of human. It's all the human thing going on. We're all learning. Yeah.
Well, eventually you will have learned all your lessons from that, and you'll be able to maybe get an RV, or what's your goal with all that?
Ooh.
That would be really cool for you. That's what I'm thinking for myself too, like getting some sort of RV and then like traveling with that.
What is my goal with that? Well, I'll tell you, and this is a very raw footage. You don't know this, but I'm an introvert, so I really recharge by being by myself. So I've had to let go of being comfortable on this tour and this lifestyle, because I'm in other people's homes all the time. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
We've already discussed all the great parts of it, but so often I really must have that closed door so I can recharge, because I want to give so passionately that I get to just recharge, and that's the introvert in me. So I'm extrovert. I'm a balance of both. So in the future, RV maybe. I actually want to. I want my most essential part is I want to partner with other people who are as passionate about their dream as I am with mine, and we can collaborate. And I am so open to possibilities. So if people are listening to this or watching this and they know that we get to be in touch, I am all about exploring the possibilities. musicians, businesses, partnerships of all kinds. I'm so in trust that I know that they're going to come to me. In fact, that's one of my interests is I'm interested in people coming to me to present things now because I've committed so deeply into my relationship with this experiment that now it's very obvious what I stand for. So I like the invitations to come to me now, and so I want that. So I'm okay with continuing to be uncomfortable and staying in people's homes, and I love doing that. It's just that there are some things I've had to let go of personal preferences, which is actually kind of a masterful thing to do for us all, letting go of our personal preferences for the dream to come true. So I'm living my dream, but I have a couple little irks once in a while.
Yeah.
So I'm open to what the dream gets to look like. My most significant thing is I'm willing to do whatever it takes, and I want to be in collaboration with others. I want to expand who I am and duplicate and be part of it as a scalable interest. And so if it means an RV, ideally solar paneled RV, thank you, or if it means being in one place at a spiritual center where a lot of this is actually one of the dreams that I have is finally rooting in some place that is very like-minded, that they want me to be part of their schedule, and that people come into the spiritual workshop, and I get to the Dream Walk concert, and my services get to be part of the experience that people come to from all over the world. That sounds amazing to me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I get to be part of that community and stay in one place, and that sounds like a good dream in the future.
There's lots of awesome things that you'll be able to do. I can see it. We're running out of time, but
Yeah,
we
great.
got some great footage. Thank
That
you
was
so much.
Fun!
Yeah, it was. I really like this, having no direction, but just coming in and saying, hey, let's see what comes out.
What do you want to know? I'll tell you. Yeah, it's great.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Emily.
Thank you so much for asking for this.